Welcome to vlog number 7. Welcome to my kit room / office. It's quite untidy, but that's because I'm prepping everything for a shoot tomorrow. I've got a 3-camera shoot podcast tomorrow for CNBC. It's only me, so it will be me doing 3 cameras and light. So join me for that one. Okay, hey. So I'll tell you a little bit about how I got this job. So the beginning of this year, so when I just started going freelance, I got the opportunity to cover someone's paternity leave. So I did a stint at CNBC for about 4 months, and that made some good connections there. And so every now and then I am asked back to shoot for them or edit for them, and this is one of the jobs that I'm doing for them today. So for this job, I had to get everything pat tested. So you can see here this little sticker. I think because the office we're going into, the maintenance team wanted everything to be pat tested. It's not actually the first time I had this asked. I had another shoot a few weeks ago ask me if I had everything pat tested. A few weeks ago I actually didn't have everything pat tested, so what I did is I used batteries on the lights, batteries on the camera, so I plugged in nothing in that last shoot. But for this shoot I thought, do you know what, they last a year, I'll just get someone to come and pat test. So I got a guy to come and pat test last week. It took him half an hour. He just went through all the bits that I had. I think in total it was like 24 items I had in here for him to test, and then I've got a certificate now, so every time someone asks me, is your stuff pat tested? Yes it is. Look, I have the stickers, the lovely stickers, but also I have the certificate. That's the main thing. Alright, here we go. It's the morning before the shoot. A lot of bags to carry down to the station. They're not fully packed, so they're not completely overloaded with stuff, which is fine. But yeah, it's going to take both arms out, and that's going to go on my back. So drag those two, and this is on my back. Let's go! So as you can see, I live in a block of flats with a second floor, so I have to carry the cases down to the station, down the stairs, and I tell you, it wiped me out. This day wiped me out, and look at that. The morning I got toothpaste all down my front, and so I had to put my jacket in the bag, so that was a bit annoying. So yeah, back onto this job. This job is through CNBC. It's a 2-person podcast, so it's 2 people talking to each other, and they want 3 cameras. So they want 2 ISO cameras, so 2 individual cameras covering the single shots, and then 1 wide covering both people. So I brought on this job my FX6, my Sony A7S, and I borrowed a friend's FX3, so I'm renting that from him for the day. I also have a new toy to play with, so this is the Lightbank Bowens modifier. So it's a big inflatable tube that fits onto the light by the attachment, the Bowens mount attachment, and it basically, the version I have, which is the Pro version, has a little lens in there which I think magnifies the light, but then also internally in the tube it is all reflective, and then suddenly it makes this big tube of light, and it was really good. I really rate it. I think there's no real hot spots on the light, so it's really even across the light, which I really like, and it really works to cover. It really worked well to cover these like where I had to light 2 people essentially, because I don't have the best kit in the world. I don't have, again, this job is just me, and so I just need to light them.
I'm not too precious about lighting from the shadow side on these kind of jobs. I just need to light them, make sure they're well lit and they look good, which they did. So that was good. So yeah, really impressed with this. I've tested it. I have left it over 24 hours inflated, so it's got no holes in it. It doesn't deflate, which is the main thing. And then this is a kind of a different setup. This is just one camera. After the podcast, we did another one, virtual podcast on the laptop. So yeah, I was able to put a backlight on this one, so it made it a bit nicer. And this is my view from where I'm sat. I've just got my wide on the Sony A7S, and the FX6 is a tighter shot. And this is just showing how when I get into a room, I just like to put my bags away against a wall, or against making sure that they're tucked away and they're organised and they're open, so that you can work from your bags and they also don't get in anybody's way. But this was a fairly long, it wasn't a long day, but just because I had to carry 3 cases from home and then walk down to the station, walk back, I was pretty knackered, and I'm also doing 3 cameras all on my own, so it was quite a lot for me to do all at once. I wouldn't typically say yes to these kind of jobs. I think typically 1 to 2 cameras is my maximum, but because of who it is, it's CNBC, I know that it's not going to be as taxing as maybe some other days, so it was okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I wanted to talk about footwear and what people wear when they are out and about shooting. I'm wearing some Solomons today on this shoot day. I have other shoes. I have some more like trendy shoes that I like to wear. But this is something that I've not necessarily dialed in. I don't know what footwear is the best. So if anyone's got any recommendations for any good footwear, I like it to be relatively stylish as well, because I do like to look good. And that's why it's so annoying that I got toothpaste all on my jacket, because I had a jacket for this and instead I just had to wear my jumper. So it was a bit annoying, really.